Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back out. Game number 2 between the Spartans and the Trinity Tornadoes is it's going to be underway and underway quickly. I apologize, we had some last-minute players show up and we were working on our rosters, but we are set and we are underway. It looks like Finn Springer is going to be up on the mound for the Spartans here to lead off, and Sam Shea will be over somewhere. I'll let that run. But first up is going to be Mason for the Tornadoes. It's 1 ball and 1 strike for him so far, as this next pitch is swung on and missed by Mason. That'll be strike 2. Count goes 1-2. Spartans come away with game 1 after a close third inning. It was 6-4 at one point between these two teams, and Spartans pulled away, able to come away with a 10-4 win as this next pitch over to Mason hits the dirt. That'll be ball 2. Count goes even now, 2-2. And that is going to be Finn Springer up on the mound for the Spartans, as it's 2 balls, 2 strikes here at the top of the first. As this next pitch is going to be high, Mason takes a crack at that one. Can't make contact. That'll be a strikeout swinging for out number 1. And no last names for our Tornado team here. Again, kind of a few trickle in here right before game time, as Nicholas is going to be up to the plate next. That pitch from Springer is going to be way up high. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out here top of the first in game number 2 between the Spartans and the Tornadoes. As the next pitch from Springer is going to hit the dirt in front of home plate. It'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Springer. That was going to drop and hit the top of the strike zone. That'll be strike 1 for Nicholas. Count goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside in the dirt. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. No runners on here for the Tornadoes, as here's the pitch. That one's going to be way up high for Nicholas. That'll be ball 4, and he'll make his way on over to first base with a 1-out walk from Springer. As Jake is going to make his way up to the plate. If you're listening here for Jake, he's got some neon green shoes on, so that's how you know it's him. With 1 runner on and 1 out here top of the first. Here's the first pitch from Springer, as it's going to be outside, and Nicholas is going to take off towards second. That throw is going to be in time, and Nicholas, though, will be able to beat it out, as he'll get a steal after Rhett Berger, who's catching for the Spartans, made a nice throw down towards second. So here's that second pitch. Is going to hit the dirt. That'll be ball 2 for Jake. Count goes 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, and 1 out, 1 runner on, and in scoring position for the Tornadoes, as Nicholas was able to steal his way over to second. Here's the pitch from Finn. A swing and a miss by Jake. That'll be strike 1. Count goes 2-1. So our 7th and 8th graders got to play here at game 1. Game 2 here is between our 6th and 7th graders, as that next pitch from Springer is going to be behind Jake, and that'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-1. So you may see a few names that are similar, like Springer, who's up on the mound. As here's the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be behind. That'll be ball 4. And Jake will make his way on over to first on the walk with 1 out and 2 runners on. As here comes Russell up to the plate. And our Tornadoes have no numbers on their jerseys, folks, so I'm going to do my best to keep this in order. No guarantees for those listening at home. Don't hold me responsible. As it's 1 out, 2 runners on. Here's the first pitch to Russell. Swinging, he gets a piece of that one. That one's going to go high down the third baseline. It's going to go foul, and that one's able to get underneath it. So that'll be strike 1 for Russell. Count will go 0-1. So I got to readjust my lineup here for the Tornadoes. Here's the next pitch from Springer. Also watches that one go by. It's going to be way outside. That'll be ball 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Pitch from Springer is going to be way over the head of Berger as Nicholas is going to take off towards third. He'll make it on the steal as well. So he'll just keep moving his way around the bases. Jake is going to stay true over at first and not take off as time is called. It's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike for Russell here for the Tornadoes up at the plate. With runners at the corners, top of the first, as Springer gets set. Here's the pitch to Russell. A swing and a bouncer back towards Springer. He's able to field it. The throw to first is in and out of the glove of our first baseman, as that'll be an error, and a run 1 will come across as Nicholas get a nice tag up. Unnecessary tag up, but nice heads up play. Jake will make his way over to first. Again, Russell will reach on the error. And the Tornadoes take a 1-0 lead here in the first over the Spartans. Up next to the plate's going to be Marcus for the Tornadoes as that pitch from Springer hits the dirt in front of home plate. It'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Marcus for the Tornadoes is up to the plate. We got Jake over at second, Russell at first. That pitch from Springer is going to be way up high. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. Springer getting set. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's going to be behind Marcus, as that'll be ball 3, and he sat there waiting to take one for the team if he had to, as no movement was made, and that one made it right behind him. But it's 3 balls, no strikes, and 1 out, 2 runners on. Here's a pitch from Springer. That's going to hit the dirt in front of home plate. That'll be ball 4, and Marcus will make his way over to first. Jake will move to third. Russell moves to second, and with 1 out here, top of the first, it is bases loaded as Reed is going to make his way up to the plate. Quick time is called by Trinity, as they're going to have a quick powwow here right before the batter Reed makes his way up. And it's 1 out, bases loaded. Noah will be on deck for the Tornadoes. He'll be set to bat next if Reed can make his way on base. As he comes up and shaking his head yes. I wonder if Reed got the go-ahead for a swing away, as here's the first pitch. He looked like he was pulling down to show bunt. We'll see if he does it again, and he is. As he pulls back in time, that'll be up high for ball 1. Nice job to pull back. Count goes 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. And here's the pitch from Springer. That one's going to hit the dirt in front of home plate. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. And that next pitch from Springer's going to be up high. That'll be ball 3, and count goes 3-0. And again, folks, I apologize. I'm assuming here's from crowd yell, let's go Marcus. I think Marcus is over at first, according to my notes, but we'll see. As Reed swings and gets a piece of that one. It's going to go foul. It'll be strike 1. Count goes 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. And Springer gets set. Here's the pitch with bases loaded. And that's going to come and curve right over home plate for strike 2. Count goes 3-2, and everybody is yelling Marcus, so I'm wondering who's on first. As there's the pitch. That one's going to be over the head, and that'll be a walk after driving the count full. As a run will come across. As that's a 2-0 lead for the Tornadoes. So yeah, I think the Tornadoes snuck an extra player in on me as Reed is now up to the plate. I wonder who is there. Bases are loaded. That first pitch to Reed is going to be ball one. Count goes 1-0. So I apologize for the confusion, folks. Again, without the numbers, it's hard for me to stay on track as that next pitch from Springer is going to be in the dirt. That'll be ball two for Reed. Count goes 2-0. Hoping our fans next to me maybe start yelling some names for me, keep me on track, as it's 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Here's the pitch in the dirt from Springer. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-0. Tornadoes so far with a 2-0 lead over the Spartans. Remember, folks, middle school baseball, we got a 5-run rule here for each inning, as that one's going to be way inside behind Reed for ball 4, so he'll make his way on over. So I have Russell at third, Marcus at second, Reed at first, as a run comes across, and I hope I have all this right. Again, folks, I apologize. It looks like Noah is going to be up to the plate next here for the Tornadoes. That first one's going to be high from Springer for ball 1. But as I was saying, we got a 5-run rule here for middle school baseball. So once 5 runs come across, the inning isn't necessarily done for that team, as that one's going to be inside for ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes and 1 out here for Noah for the Tornadoes. They have bases loaded. There's Finn Springer on the mound here for the Spartans in the leadoff, top of the first. As he gets set, here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to be way too high and over the head of Noah. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch to Noah. That one's going to be way behind him. As that'll be ball 4, and 1 run will come back across. And that'll be a 4-0 lead for the Tornadoes, as Kierling is going to make his way up to the plate. He did. The Tornadoes snuck an extra batter on me there, so as Kierling takes a swing at the first thing he sees, can't make contact. That'll be strike 1. Count goes 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. And here's the pitch from Springer. That one's going to be just a bit outside the zone. That'll be ball 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a nice hit. It's going to drop right on top of second. That'll be brought in, and the tag. And that'll be 2 outs as he's able to fly out, a little pop out towards second for out number 2. And then a tag up to get Reed over at second for out number 3. And that'll do it for the top of the first. Tornadoes able to get 4 runs across as they take a 4-0 lead over the Spartans. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts.
Wait, hold on just a moment.
It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at vype.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
All right, folks, welcome back out as turn this up a little bit. There we go. Sounds better. Bottom of the first inning set to get underway. Tornadoes with a 4-0 lead over your St. Stephen Spartans. AJ Revelo here live from Foster Field, bringing you the action here of Game 2 between the St. Stephen Spartans and the Trinity Tornadoes. Spartans able to come away with a win in Game 1, and their first time at bat. They're going to face off against pitcher is Jake, as he'll get the call on the mound for the Tornadoes. He'll be facing off against leadoff batter Sam Shea for the Spartans. Aaron Weaver will be right behind him in the 2 spot with Rhett Berger batting third. So I've got to update my scorecard here as best I can. From what I hear, I'll say with the other teams, we got a little bit different area to pitch from, as you see the Trinity coach up there moving the lineup on the mound so that we know where to set up. As again, Sam Shea is making his way up to the plate. He'll be the first batter that Jake will face off against for the Tornadoes, as here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss by Shea as we strike one. Count goes 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, as here's the pitch from Jake. A swing and a booper down towards third. It's going to hit the ground and get fielded, and Shea will be able to leg this one out as the throw to first is not in time. A single for Shea to lead off here in the first for the Spartans. As here comes number 8, Aaron Weaver, up to the plate with 1 runner on and no outs. Weaver getting set. Here's the pitch from Jake. It's going to be way inside. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. As it looks like Shea actually took off towards second as well. He makes it there uncontested on the steal. And they're actually going to say that Weaver was hit by the pitch there, and he'll make his way over first. So that's not a steal for Shea. I apologize. Just got to pay attention. As here comes Rhett Berger up to the plate for the Spartans with 2 runners on now. No outs. Bottom of the first. And the Spartans currently trailing by 4.
Don't aim it. I just want you to come down the mound, come over the top.
Looks like Briggs Davenport is going to be on deck for the Spartans. He'll be set to bat next. Barring a triple play from the Tornadoes. Berger, who is the catcher, had to do his wardrobe change and get his gloves on, and he gets set and ready to face off against Jake. And here's the pitch. As soon as he gets a piece of it, it's going to fall behind him, goes foul. That'll be strike 1 for Rhett Berger. Count goes 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs, 2 runners on. Sam Shea's in scoring position over at second, with Weaver over at first. Here's the pitch from Jake. A swing and a hard hit liner over short. It's going to drop between left center field. Shea's going to round third. He'll make his way in. Weaver's going to round second. He's going to third. It's going to be a double for Berger, it looks like, as the runners will hold. And that'll be an RBI double, as Berger will make his way to second. Weaver will hold true at third, as here comes Briggs Davenport, number 18 for the Spartans, with 2 runners in scoring position now. And the Spartans slowly closing the lead as they bring 1 across. Here's the first pitch by Jake. It's going to be just a bit outside. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch from Jake. A swing and a miss by Davenport will be strike 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. Here's the pitch. As that one goes on a bit outside, a little low and outside. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch from Jake. A swing and a bouncer towards short. As it looks like Weaver's going to make a dash towards home. He'll get there in time, and an RBI single for Davenport. As Berger thought about going to third, he decides against it and stays true at second. Which is going to bring up number 6, Jack Tallarico, up to the plate with 2 runners on and no outs. A swing and a miss from Jack will be strike 1. Count goes 0-1. Jake getting set on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be just a bit up high for Jack. That'll be ball 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs with 2 runners on. A swing and a miss by Jack will be strike 2. Count goes 1-2. With 2 runners on, Spartans trailing by 2. Go ahead run at the plate, if you will. As here's the pitch, a swing and a nice hit towards second. As that cannot be picked up by the second baseman for the Tornadoes. It's going to be a single for Tallarico as he'll make his way over to first. Berger will advance to third. Bases loaded as here comes Finn Springer up to the plate with no outs here, bottom of the first. Jake with the pitch, swing, and can't make contact. That'll be strike 1 from Springer. Count goes 0-1. Jake getting set on the mound for the Tornadoes. Springer at the plate. No balls and 1 strike, bases loaded. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss by Springer will be strike 2. See Coach Tallarico say, can't swing at that one. Can't step back and swing. Take the ball. It's no balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. As Jake gets set. Here's the pitch to Springer. That one's going to be up high. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs with bases loaded for the Spartans as Finn Springer gets set. Jake up on the mound for the Tornadoes. He gets set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be just a bit outside. That'll be ball 2. Count goes even now, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Springer. That's going to hit the dirt in front of home plate. That'll be ball 3. Runners are going to stay put, though. No one's going to take a chance at it, but count goes full now for Springer. 3-2, and you love to see that nice discipline at the plate after falling behind 0-2. He's able to work his way back to a full count as Jake gets set, looking for that last strike. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be just outside. That'll be ball 4 as a run will get walked across. And Rhett Berger. And the score is 4-3 now with the Tornadoes still with a 1-run lead. As Taj Kumar makes his way up to the plate. Tornadoes call a quick time and gonna have a chat over at the mound. And we'll just hang out here and wait it out. So bases loaded though for the Spartans. It brings Davenport over at third. Tallarico's over at second. Springer is over at first. Taj Kumar is going to be at the plate. Nate Schmidt's going to be on deck. He'll be set to bat next. As Kumar gets set. Here's the pitch from Jake. It's going to be outside and low. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Jake getting set. Here's the pitch. Lamar gets a good hit. That's a liner right too short. And a run one will come across, an RBI single. And just like that, folks, we are knotted up at 4. With no outs here, bottom of the first, which is going to bring up number 4, Nate Schmidt up to the plate. Oh, number 14, excuse me. Number 14. And Schmidt gets set. Here's a pitch from Jake. And as Jake was lining up on top of the mound, and I said, you can move forward a little bit. Doesn't need the extra space, not at all. And here's the pitch and a swing and a liner by Schmidt. It's going to go right past the short and second. And the run will come across as Tallarico scores. That's going to be an RBI single, and that's 5 runs, folks. So that'll do it here for the first inning. Spartans come roaring back in the bottom of the first, bring 5 runs across, and take a 5-4 lead over the Tornadoes. Second inning set to be underway shortly. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
For those who are new, we usually have a different pitcher every inning, so I try my best to keep up to date as much as I can. But the fun part here is anticipating the Tornado lineup, as it looks like, per what I got pregame, Hudson will be set to lead off for the Tornadoes, followed by Jack batting second and Malcolm batting third. As I'm going to keep one ear open and hopefully hear some parents yelling some names if I can. As it looks like Schmidt still finishing up his warm-up there on the mound. Looks like Rhett Berger's going to be back on the plate catching, as here comes Hudson up to the plate. As he gets set, and here's the first pitch from Schmidt. It's going to be a nice fastball over home plate. That'll be called for strike 1. Count goes 0-1. Hudson set. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Schmidt. That one's going to be just a little bit too high. That'll be ball 2. Count goes even now, 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Top of the second currently underway. Here's the pitch from Schmidt. Swing and getting a piece of that one is Hudson. Is able to knock that one foul. That will be strike 2 though. Count goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Schmidt. And that one's going to be just a little bit outside. That'll be ball 2. Count goes even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Schmidt. A swing and a miss by Hudson, and that will be a strikeout swinging for out number 1. As Jack makes his way up to the plate for the Tornadoes. With 1 out, no runners on. Here's the pitch from Schmidt. He takes a big rip. Can't make contact though. That will be strike 1. Count goes 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and no runners on as Schmidt gets set on the mound. Here's the pitch to Jack. A swing, and he gets a piece of that one. It goes behind him, foul. That'll be strike 2. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Schmidt. That one's going to drop right over home plate, and that will be a strikeout looking for Jack for out number 2. Set to bat third is going to be Malcolm for the Tornadoes as he makes his way up to the plate. 2 outs currently here, top of the second, and no runners on. As here's the pitch from Schmidt. That one's going to be just up high over the head of Malcolm. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. It's a little bit different from our first inning after the Tornadoes got a ton of runners on as Malcolm takes a swing and can't make contact. That'll be strike 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. So lots of offensive activity in the first and not so much here in the second as here's the pitch. A big rip by Malcolm. Again, can't make contact though. That'll be strike 2. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch, a swing, and the bouncer is going to go towards Schmidt. He makes a throw to first. It's in time. And a 1-3 for out number 3, and that'll do it for the top of the second. Bottom of the second. We'll be underway shortly. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone!
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, Philly pulls up the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
All right, folks, welcome back out. Bottom of the third. We'll be underway shortly. As the Spartans are able to hold the Tornadoes to no runs here in the top of the second. I believe we're going to have a new pitcher for the Tornadoes. I'll try to get a name as soon as I can. As we're going to get warmed up, and we'll hopefully get started up here soon. All right, folks. Like I said, I'll try to get a name of our pitcher for the Tornadoes if I can, but set to lead off for the Spartans is going to be number 22, Paul Seo, as he makes his way up to the plate. Spartans with a 5-4 lead here over the Tornadoes in the bottom of the second, as that first pitch is going to be just inside for ball one. Count goes 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's going to be outside. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's going to hit the dirt in front of home plate. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's going to be way up high over Seo's head. He'll make his way over to first on a leadoff walk for the Spartans.
Will you help him, Mason? I want your hand without a glove on. I want you to get it back here out of the way. Okay? Doesn't have to be
Which
behind your
means
back.
top of the order will come up now as Sam Shea.
Here we go, Sam, going out.
He had a single back in the first. As he gets set. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging, he gets a piece of that one. It's a bouncer back towards the pitcher. It's going to be picked up, and no throw is going to be made, as that'll be a single for Shea. He'll make his way over to first. Seo will make his way over to second. And with 2 runners on and no outs here, it's bottom of the second. Aaron Weaver makes his way up to the plate for the Spartans. He was hit by a pitch back in the first inning and made his way on base. As here's the pitch. Nice fastball right over home plate, gets called for strike 1. Count goes 0-1. Weaver set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss will be called for strike 2. Count goes 0-2. I believe that is Reed up on the mound for the Tornadoes, as that'll hit the inside zone. That'll be a strikeout looking for out number 1. That is, it's going to be Reed up on the mound for the Tornadoes. Again, folks, I apologize. Which is going to bring up number 2, Rhett Berger, an RBI double in the first. He's got 2 runners on with Sale in scoring position. He swings, and a bouncer down the third baseline will go foul. That'll be strike 1. Count goes 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out as Reed gets set. Berger gets set. 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Swings, and he gets a piece of it down the first baseline, though, this time. That will go foul. That'll be strike 2 for Berger as count goes 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Thanks, Blue. I appreciate it. 1 out, 2 runners on. And here's the 0-2 pitch from Reed. And swinging a big hit towards left center field. That's going to drop right in front of the left fielder out there. The runners will all advance. It's going to be a single for Berger. Nice base hit. And Seo will make his way over to third. Shea's over at second. Berger's at first. And here comes number 18, Briggs Davenport. Looking to add another RBI to his total if he can. He had an RBI single in the first. As here's a pitch from Reed. He swings and gets a liner right towards Reed. He gloves it like a pro, but the throw to first goes over the first baseman. Sale will come across. Shea's making his way towards home. He'll come across, and 2 runs will make it in. That was a great job by Reed to get his glove on that liner that went towards him. But 2 runs come across. Berger will make his way over to third. We're going to give Davenport an E3 on that one as he's able to make his way to second, which is going to bring up Jack Tallarico up to the plate as that first pitch from Reed is going to hit the dirt. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on in scoring position. Tallarico set. Here's the pitch from Reed. And that one's going to be just a bit outside. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. Rhett Berger's over at third. Briggs Davenport at second for the Spartans. As Tallarico gets set, here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to be just a bit outside as well. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-0. As Reed gets set. Tallarico's in the box. He's set. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And Tallarico gets a piece of that one. It's a high ball over towards third. It goes in and out of the glove of the Tornado third baseman. It is going to drop foul. That will be strike 1. Count goes 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the second currently underway here at Foster Field. As Tallarico gets set. Here's your 3-1 pitch from Reed. As that one's going to be inside. That'll be ball 4. And Tallarico will make his way over to first with bases loaded. As Finn Springer makes his way across. Had an RBI in the first as he was walked over to first. As he gets set with bases loaded and 1 out. As here's the pitch from Reed. A swing and a miss by Springer. That will be strike 1. Count goes 0-1. Our home plate umpire had to matrix himself away from that one as well. It's no ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And here's the pitch. That one's going to be too much outside. That'll be ball 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Finn Springer at the plate for the Spartans with bases loaded. Here's the pitch from Reed. And that one going to be 2 outside, I'm assuming. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Springer is set. Here's the pitch. Springer has to do a spin out of the way on that one. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Reed. A swing and a bouncer down the third baseline is going to stay fair. The throw home is in time. That'll be a force out at home. So Springer will reach on a fielder's choice. Tallarico will make his way to second. Briggs to third, and Berger will get tagged out at home for out number 2. So number 9, Taj Kumar, is going to make his way out. An RBI single in the first as he gets set to face off against Reed. There's the pitch in the dirt. Goes by home plate. That'll be ball one. Runners are going to stay put, though. No one's going to make a dive for it. We'll get reset and we'll do it again. So 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs. Reed getting set. Here's the pitch to Kamar. As he ducks out of the way of that one, that'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. As here's the pitch from Reed. As it gets by a little far outside. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-0. As Tosh Kumar gets set here in the box. Reed gets set over on the mound. Here's your 3-0 pitch. That one's going to be outside. That'll be ball 4, and Kumar will walk his way over to first. 1 run will come across. As Davenport will touch home. All the runners advance, so Tallarico is going to be at third now. Springer at second. Spartans add a run. Extend their lead 8-4. As here comes number 14, Nate Schmidt, up to the plate. Here's the pitch from Reed. A nice pitch right over home plate, gets called for strike 1. Count goes 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be way inside. That'll be ball 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. As Reed gets set, here's the pitch. He swings and gets a piece of that one. That's a bouncer towards second, and it's picked up, but unable to make the tag. As that'll be a RBI single for Schmidt. Runners will advance, and Tallarico will come across to score. As that's 4 runs that have come across, which is going to bring up our leadoff batter, Paul Sayo, up to the plate. As Reed gets set, here's the first pitch to him. It's going to be high and inside. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. Paul was walked back in the second. He was the first run to come across for the Spartans here in the second inning. That one's going to be way up high for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be high and outside. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-0. 4 runs so far have come across for the Spartans. Remember, folks, we got a 5-run rule to just kind of keep the game moving. So if 1 more run comes across, that'll do it. And that one's going to be high and up for ball 4, which means 1 run will come across. As that will be Finn Springer. And that'll do it for the second inning. And I believe we might have hit the time limit as well. Let's see if we go for another inning or not. The other rule that's in effect, folks, is that it's an hour time limit, if I remember correctly. And once the hour time mark hits, they'll play the inning out, and it'll be done. And it looks like we are just inside of that hour, so we're going to play 1 more inning. Draw my line here. So we will. Spartans with a 10-4 lead currently over the Trinity Tornadoes, top of the 3rd. And what'll most likely happen, folks, is the top of the 3rd, if it lasts the 10 minutes, I believe they don't play a bottom of the 3rd. I think that they call it on that one, so we'll see. But Miguel, per my records, is set to lead off for the Tornadoes. Jack Tallarico is going to be up on the mound. He'll get the call to pitch here for the Spartans. As you see him getting warm on the mound in your video screen. And I've been trying to find the Spartan schedule, and I haven't been able to pull it up yet. I know baseball season is coming to an end very, very quickly, and I believe this week is a lot of the final games for a lot of our baseball teams playing. So if we do have another, folks, be sure to make your way on out here to St. Stephen's campus, as we've got a nice field set up, and again, feels great outside. Just be sure to bring your mask. Got to wear your mask out, but We've got fans in the stands, and it's just a nice day for baseball as Tallarico is getting set, and here's the pitch, and I think we are good to go. There's a quick throw down. I believe that's Davenport. It's in front of you there as catcher. It is. So here comes Miguel up to the plate for the Tornadoes as they currently trail by 6. Face off as the first batter against Jack Tallarico. Here's the pitch. It's going to be way inside. That'll be ball 1. Count goes 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. As Miguel gets set. Jack gets set. Here's the pitch. He swings and gets a piece of that one. It was a nice job by Miguel. That will go foul, though. That'll be strike 1. Count goes even. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Top of the 3rd. With leadoff batter Miguel up to the plate. And here's the pitch. A swing, and he gets a piece of that one again. That will go foul, and that will be strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Miguel gets set. Jack Tallarico gets set. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be low and outside. That'll be ball 2. Count goes even now, 2-2.
Shorten up on the back. Don't hold all the way at the end. Scoot up a little bit. Okay, there you go.
Tallarico, here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be high and inside. That'll be ball 3. Count goes full for Miguel, 3-2. As Miguel gets set. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high and outside. That'll be ball 4 and a leadoff walk as Miguel will make his way on over to first. As there should be Mason up to the plate, per my notes. He looks to face off against Jack Tallarico. Here's the pitch. So it's going to be up high for ball 1. Count goes 1-0. Here's the next pitch. That one's going to be inside. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. Mason set. Jack set. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. That'll be strike 1. And looks like Miguel's going to stay true there at first and not make a stab at second. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, the pitch as Mason gets a piece of that one. It drops right in front of home plate. The throw to first is not in time, and it looks like Mason was able to leg that one out with a nice single. Miguel is going to make his way over to second. As I hear Nicholas is going to make his way up to the plate now with 2 runners on and no outs, top of the 3rd. There's the first pitch, a swing, and he gets a piece of it. It's going to go foul. That'll be strike 1 for Nicholas. Count goes 0-1. And it looks like, folks, that the Concordia game 2 days ago, and I'm looking at I got the varsity roster or schedule here in front of me, but it looks like the last go is going to be this Thursday. As a nice swing and a hit by Nicholas goes to 3rd. Springer trying to get the tag and not able to make it. As Miguel, he does. He tags Miguel right before he gets to the base. I thought Miguel beat him out. But Mason will make his way over to second. Nicholas will reach on a fielder's choice. As this should be Jake making his way up to bat. I think we We are waiting to see who's coming out.
Coach, can we bet out of order? We've got a problem with our glasses over here. Just, can we switch? Can we bet out of order? We got a problem with our glasses. Go ahead. Come on, Kate. Are they broken?
So problem with some glasses, so we're going to have a quick switcheroo as Jake makes his way up to the plate. With 1 out and 2 runners on, top of the third. Here's the pitch from Jack. That'll be low for ball 1. Well, the last noted game I have on the schedule here for the Spartans is going to be this Thursday at 6 p.m., and it's the family softball game. As there's the 1-0 pitch. Jake takes a swing, gets a piece of that one. That will be strike 1. Count goes even now, 1-1. So that one's scheduled for 6 o'clock, folks, and that will do it for the baseball season. I know with AISD, I do some baseball games for them. Playoffs are starting after Friday, as it's the final home game, or final game for the majority of them. As that 1-1 pitch from Talarico is going to be outside. That'll be ball 2. As Jake gets set. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Talarico. That one's going to be just a bit inside. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. 2 runners on as Mason is over at second. Nicholas is over at first. Here's the pitch. As Jake hits a piece of that one, it's a bouncer towards second. It's going to be picked up. The throw to second is in time for out number 1. So Nicholas will get tagged as out number 2. Jake will reach on a fielder's choice. As I believe this is Russell making his way up to the plate. With 2 outs and runners on the corners for the Tornadoes. First pitch is going to be high and outside. That'll be ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Talarico gets set. Here's the pitch. It's going to hit the dirt to the left of home plate. That'll be ball 2. Count goes 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. Here's a pitch from Talarico. That one's going to be high and outside the zone. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-0. Talarico gets set. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. As that one's going to be too low. That'll be ball 4. As the runners will advance for bases loaded for the Tornadoes. 2 outs. As here's the first pitch from Talarico. That one's going to be inside. That'll be ball 1. And I believe this is Marcus at the plate. It's a 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Jack with the pitch. He's going to hit the inside zone. That'll be strike 1. Count goes even at 1-1. That's actually Russell at the plate, so that's the third batter is who I don't know, whoever's over at first. As Russell's set. That one's going to be high and inside. That'll be ball 2 for Russell. Count goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Russell. This one's going to be a little bit too low and inside. That'll be ball 3. Count goes 3-1. So top of the third, currently underway here at Foster Field. Spartans with a 10-4 lead over the Trinity Tornadoes as Jack Talarico is on the mound. Russell's at the plate here for the Tornadoes, and here's the 3-1 pitch. That's going to hit and drop right on top of home plate. It's going to be a walk, and that's an RBI walk as Mason will make his way across and score. Jake will advance to third. Our mystery player will make his way to second. And Russell will make his way to first, which is going to bring up Marcus to the plate. As that first one is going to be called for ball one. Count goes 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Tallarico gets set. Bases loaded here for Russell, or excuse me, for Marcus, as that one goes by.
Marcus, make a decision, buddy. Get up. You're a good hitter. Lock in up there. Make a decision.
That'll be strike one. Count goes even now, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Tallarico. As Marcus gets a big hit on that one. It's high towards short. It's an infield, and it drops right in front of the third baseman there. As the throw to second is not in time, and Marcus will drive in a run. And he'll make his way over to first. Our mystery player will make his way over to third. Russell will make his way to second. And up to the plate for the Tornadoes comes Reed. As here's the pitch from Tallarico. As that one gets called for strike one. Count goes 0-1. Reed set, no balls, 1 strike, and bases loaded. Here's the pitch from Tallarico. As a swing and a nice hit is going to drop in front of the third baseman and shortstop, as 1 run will come across, and there's some confusion there between second and third, as it's going to be a force out at third. 1 run will come across before the force out, but Russell will get tagged out as out number 3. And that will do it, I believe. I'm going to make sure they're going to call it here. And they are, folks. Time limit into effect. And so that'll do it for us here as the Spartans come away with game 2 by a score of 10-7. Update all my fun stuff here for you folks. I'm not sure if we're going to have the family game broadcast on Thursday, excuse me. I don't believe so. But if you're able to be a part of it, folks, definitely come on out. It's going to be here at Foster Baseball Field, and come have some fun with our Spartan players and just have a good time and actually, enjoy the fact that we got to play a season this year, especially after last year was cut short. But our final here from Foster Field, game 1, goes the way of the Spartans by a score of 10-4. Game 2, Spartans take by a score of 10-7. That'll do it for me here, folks. I'll look forward to next time. Until then, have a good one.